Gardening in raised beds is one of the best ways to get started with gardening. I love raised bed gardening because it makes planting and harvesting easier because you're not constantly having to bend over, and it also allows you to keep your plants contained to one specific area. But the problem is there are so many raised beds out there that you can build and buy, it can make choosing really hard. And so in today's video, I'm going to be doing the unboxing of the Olle Garden Bed, which was just shipped to me. And I'm so excited to share it with you today because this video is not sponsored by Olle, but I was fortunate to have them send me a raised bed so that I could personally share my experience with this raised bed and show you all of its wonderful features, how to assemble it, which will be in a future video, and my experience going forward. And so let's get into unboxing the Olle Garden Bed. Okay, so the first thing that I really enjoy is that it was shipped in a manageable sized box. I can easily move it myself. It is fairly heavy, but it's not bad. But it's not one of those huge bulky boxes that you can't even put your hands on both sides of. I was able to pick it up from the UPS man, walk it to my own porch, and now put it on this table to unbox it with you today. And so that was the very first thing that I do appreciate. And now as we open it up, we will see all the parts inside and if they're packaged nicely, if they're damaged, everything that we need to see. So let's cut it open. So now that I have it opened up, it looks like everything is packaged really nicely. All the parts are in there tight. They weren't shaking around, so I'm not worried that anything's going to be bent. So first part of the unboxing is definitely a win. Okay, and now the next really cool thing about this garden bed, which is one of my most favorite features, is that it is a modular raised bed, which means you can build it in different shapes and sizes. So it's not just a one size fits all garden bed. There's all these different ways that you can put it together. So you can do a tall bed, which is about 32 inches tall. You can do shorter beds, a long one and a circle that would be 17 inches tall, two ovals at 17 inches tall, or a square and a circle at 17 inches tall. And so you can order this bed, and if you're not quite sure where you want it to go, you don't have to have the perfect space or size bed because this can be made into so many different shapes, which means it will fit in so many different areas. So that is such a cool feature. It also comes in 4 different colors. I got the sage green, but they have an ivory, a blue, and just a gray plain color. The next great feature of these beds is that they're made of galvanized steel and Aluzink material that is non-toxic. It's certified by SGS, and it's supposed to last 20 plus years. So you don't have to worry about filling them up with soil and planting and then having the sides rot out in a couple years and having to rebuy your beds and replant everything. So the durability is definitely a plus. The other really great thing is that you can move them around. Obviously, once they're filled with soil, that's not really going to be an easy task, but they are a lot more portable than a permanent wooden planter would be that you would build. And even though there's ways that can save costs on planters, the thing is, wood is expensive these days, and if you don't buy better quality wood, such as cedar, which is really expensive right now, the wood is going to rot away and you're going to have to rebuild your planters, and it's just going to be an ongoing process that takes time and money all the time. And so I really think that investing in these beds is very affordable to begin with, but it's also a long-term investment that allows you to grow your own food in your own backyard, and you have so many options. So I really think that these Olle beds are great in that sense. Of course, with anything, it's an initial investment, but it's going to save you a lot of money in the long run. The other really cool thing is that these come with everything you need in the box. So all the parts and the tools that you need, which was, I believe, just a wrench. I haven't taken everything out yet, but I was looking into this bed prior to today's video, and all of the nuts and bolts and the wrench is all included, and so you don't need anything extra. So overall, I think these Olle Garden Beds are a great garden bed. I think they have everything that you could possibly hope for in a raised garden bed. I have my own raised garden beds that are built out of wood out in the garden. I've had them for years, and so I've never really had to consider getting other beds because I have plenty of space already. But I've really wanted to test out garden beds lately because there are so many great quality garden beds out there, and I constantly get asked which type of garden beds to recommend, but I've never had other raised beds other than my own that were built out of wood, which truly I wouldn't necessarily recommend, because like I mentioned earlier, they're not portable. They're there forever until we have to replace them. And going forward, I would likely do something like this that is supposed to last longer. They're safe to plant in. They're made for gardeners, and the material is high quality, and so you don't have to worry about buying them again anytime soon. But now I'm super excited to put this raised bed right near the house to plant herbs in, and some other veggies such as lettuce and spinach, which is nice to just have right outside your kitchen door, so I can walk out and quickly pick veggies. My garden is close to the house as well, but it is about 100 yards away from the house, and so it'll be really nice having herbs and some lettuce and a few other things right outside the door. And so as we go forward, I will be sure to update you on all of the things I do with this garden bed and how it holds up and how to fill it. The links will be in the description. I also have a special coupon code that you can use, so check that out in the description as well. And if you'd like to watch us assemble these beds, this next video will be us putting together the ollie beds, and so you can see that process. And so I will see you there.